two things that are bothering me. It's one, I understand AI is coming.
Oh, okay.
The AI order taker person it's so pointless.
I hate it.
And it's
so
like
much.
it's so loud.
Yes,
And
I
then
just sit there with my finger
welcome
in
to
my-
Taco Bell.
Will you be using
Will
the
you
mobile
be
app?
using the mobile app? And like, no. Why? Why would I be using the mobile app? It's brother to brother.
Who has rewards points for Taco
Would you like to
Bell?
use your rewards card? No. Why? What? Will you be using your gift card? Who's getting gift cards from Taco Bell? And then you do your order, and then they try to like make it seem real, where it goes like, it's like, yeah, I'll have a chalupa. They're like, okay. And what else? And you're like, burrito supreme. Gotcha. And then you do your whole order. Is your order correct? And you're like, yeah, but I know they're going to fuck it up, but yeah. And then at the very end, a real person who has been standing there listening to you the entire time, who is definitely under the realization that their job is not only going away, but they don't matter as a person. And all they say is, what kind of sauce would you like?
I've had the AI ask me that too.
And then you have then they have the audacity. This is the thing that really gets me. This is one that gets me. Okay, thank you for your order. Would you like to donate? I'm like, to what? To education? It's so vague. It's like, would you like to round up to help kids in education? I'm like, what are we doing here?
Okay, a lot of stuff there. I love all of it. I have had problems with the AI where I'm ordering and it's not getting my order right. And I'm like, that's not right. Is your order correct? No. What is incorrect? And you say it again. How about now? No, it's still wrong. And then finally the human intervenes. They're like, hey, sorry about that. What is your order? What did you want? And I'm like, you've been here the whole time, man.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing what I do when I call the DMV. Just be like, operator. And if that doesn't work, I'm like, motherfucker, fucking shit, motherfucker. I'm going to, and then all of a sudden, like, how can we help you? Like, oh, hey, what's up, Steve?
That's exactly right.
What's going on, man?
I hate it, man. And it is so loud. The donation thing bothers me a lot because the donation thing is you go, I'm going to round up. And then Taco Bell goes, we donated this to education. No, you didn't. All of your customers did. You took their money and you donated their money to education and you claimed it as a write-off.
Also, that's not
BS.
like the Ronald McDonald House or St. Jude's. It's literally a vague, fake scam of a
We
of a
made 70 extra
nonprofit.
cents. Think about if like everybody donates 1 penny extra. They make so much money that way.
Oh, it's a lot of money, dude. Have you ever been like a little hard up and used one of those apps? You can get like a little bridge gap loan, like $100.
Oh, no,
because you ran out of cash.
I've seen the commercials.
Yeah, you're a little short. You get paid tomorrow. You ran out of cash. Right, yeah, okay, so you're broke. So much so that you're going to take a $100 loan that's going to cost you $105 to pay back right when you get paid. And they have the audacity when you go through the thing, it's like, your money's on its way. And then he goes, would you like to leave a tip? To who?
Right.
How am I going to? I need as much money as possible. I'm broke. Leave a tip. I wonder if there's just somebody that's like really hard up and like, I really appreciate this app. I'm going to give them an extra $1. That whole culture, that tip thing is crazy. Everywhere.
It's the thing that bothered me recently was my kids are going to college, so they had to pay for college transcripts.
Right.
So I go on the website, order the college transcript, and it's like $35 for a transcript, and it's just digital. There was they didn't send you one in the mail.
You can get
No, this one was, they only do it Bakersfield College. It was just digital, and it's $35. As soon as you pay, it sends you the official transcript to you, and then you take that digital thing and you click whatever email you got to send to, and you send the email. I go, It cost me $35, and I did all of the work.
No, you're wrong. They sent it to you.
They did,
Well,
right?
that's not all the work.
But it cost $8 back in the day when 10 years ago when somebody had to actually go print it, fold it,
I ordered my
put it in your
transcripts
envelope,
and
put a stamp on it.
they sent me 5 real ones and digital ones for free.
Maybe the college just got ripped off by a programmer and they're like, we've got to make our money back.
Let's earn this. We got to earn.
The Taco Bell thing, man, that drives me crazy. The tip culture. I don't like when it's like, you just ask for the tip. I don't like when they go, oh, you're paying by card? Excellent. It's going to ask you a question.
Slow turnaround of the machine.
Yeah. It's going to ask you a question first. Just tell me it's a tip. Or what I started to do, I did this at Starbucks. I hate that Starbucks does, and it's not the employee's fault. I'm sure corporate is like, don't ask for a tip. Just say it's going to ask a question. People,
Well, nobody asks for tips.
if you say, hey, if you'd like to leave a tip, it's going to ask, or it just says, hey, if you're going to ask for a tip,
That would be really uncomfortable. Just have a tip jar, or just say, it's the act of them saying, we have some things for you to fill out, like it's just about you signing.
It's just you do
when it's
this.
really just the facade to get to the tip thing.
I started to do just pay with cash, and you can see the disappointment. I'm like, well, fucking cash.
Well, now you go to like wherever, say you go to a coffee shop or Starbucks or anything, and they turn the thing around, and the lowest tip amount on the thing is 18%.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
I
now.
just go other, dude. 42 cents.
because of Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to tip like baristas because that's a job. I'm going to tip bartenders. I'm tipping baristas.
Of course, yeah,
They're making a thing for me. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, but why don't I want to tip the guy that made the burrito? It's the same. He's making a thing for me. But there's just something different about a beverage than, I don't know, fast food.
I think it's the culture.
Yeah, those things bother me, man. We got to get out of that. I would rather people just make more money, although I understand why that's not feasible either. Like, you would have no restaurants if you weren't tipped.
No, without, yeah, because the people, like, we have one waiter for
It's just too
42
expensive
tables.
to have an employee. Oh, this one I can't. I got to get over this one because it's pretty simple. But
Okay.
I was at Baskin Robbins.
31 flavors.
Yeah. And this is my biggest. It was not super busy. Maybe 2 people in front of me, a couple people behind me, but there was just one person working.
Okay.
But so you're like, oh, it's gonna be a little longer than normal. No big deal. This lady's in front of me, and she's like, "Oh, can I try the butter pecan? Thank you." And she's like, "Oh, can I try the sherbet? Oh, thank you." And she's like, "Let me get a sample of the chocolate." I was like, "Chocolate?"
Okay.
You don't know what the chocolate is? And then she did this. She goes, "Oh, I'll have a 2 scoops of the butter pecan." He goes, he makes it. And then she goes, and then she ordered her second freaking cone. Okay. She was a serial orderer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What would you like? I like a 2 scoops of Rocky Road on a cone and 2 scoops butter pecan in a cup. That's it.
Move off to the
Now
side.
Step to the side, lady.
Right.
She waited the entire time. He gives her the cup. Oh, and can I get 2 scoops of rainbow sherbet?
How was he handling it?
They don't care because it's
It's a shift.
you're there, and also it's like, what's the difference between making her? But I'm like sitting. I was like, I'm gonna murder this freaking lady, dude. I am going to just smack that cone out of her hand.
When you work customer service, didn't it bother you when you were the employee, or were you just like, whatever, it's just another employee? It bothered me.
I didn't like when people made crazy requests when it was busy.
Right. Yeah. You could tell there's 30 people waiting to rent a movie.
I'm like, hey man, like I know you're trying to dispute this, but I'm not only do I not care, it's too busy for me to pretend to care.
Right.
If you want to come back tomorrow, you'll probably get it taken care of, but I'm not doing that now.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think, yeah, of course people are annoying. Everybody's annoying.
That's the hardest part.
I'm trying to get to the point where I allow people to be annoying.
Oh, that's okay. So you're getting over being annoyed by things you cannot control.
I'm trying. It's the serenity prayer, dude. I'm trying to put that in practice. And now it's like I try to go, well, why? Oh, this is funny, as opposed to it being like something that actually doesn't ruin my day, but I think about it. Like today, I was driving our dad back from the eye doctor, and I'm on the right lane, and the left lane's pretty busy. But then somebody just like slowly pulled into a parking lot, so I had to like sit there behind them, and it drove me nuts. I'm like, I can't. Why are you going so slow into a parking lot? You were like worried there's a ramp there that you're just gonna shoot off into the sky. What are you so? It's not, you weren't driving a lowrider. It was an SUV. Pull the freak into the parking lot. Yeah, drives me nuts.
The one that drives me nuts driving is when it's very clear that somebody isn't sure exactly where they need to go, so they're going too slow at every turn. Like, it bothers me because you have a phone. This is the best part of technology. You could have put in the address, and it will just tell you the next turn.
Or pull over. Pretend it's a city, dude. Pretend it's a city.
What's the lady's name? That's one of the best documentaries. I
forget her name.
That lady, it's on. I think it's Netflix. The lady in Manhattan that's just like, pretend you live in a city.
Yeah, dude. Like it's and I know it's tough for people where we are right now because the city grew so rapidly that a lot of people live here don't realize that this is a city.
Yeah, we're a big city. 500,000 people, large city.
It comes down to consideration. By the way, like I have an anxiety attack if you're behind me waiting.
You're worried,
and the guy gives me change. I have an anxiety attack that I'm taking too long to put the change back in my wallet.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I'm like, I don't want this guy to have to wait because I'm such a good person.
Do you have an Uber rating?
I don't know.
Have you been rated?
Yeah, there was a time where it was like in the low 4s.
It was just you were like a bad passenger.
I think I got in an argument with a friend.
Oh, in the car?
In the car. Okay. That was probably bad. There's been a few times where I was like, we got to pull over, brother. I never vomited in an Uber, but around.
Near, adjacent. Okay. A lot of getting off the chest this week.
Oh, I got more.
You have more?
Yeah, I got one more.
Give me it.
It's all food related, which I realized. Dude, 2 days ago, I go to Chipotle.
Okay.
Which I haven't had in a long time. I was like, man, this burrito sounds good. I want to feel uncomfortable for the next 6 days. But I was like, and I want to get some chips and guacamole.
Go to the bathroom yet? Still Chipotle.
So I walk in there. Now, this is the third time I've been to this Chipotle.
Okay.
This is the third time this happened. I walk in, and I look where the chips are supposed to be. And I was like, you guys out of chips? The guy's like, yeah. I was like, all right. Well, and he's like, oh, we're also out of carne asada and chicken.
What?
And I was like, you're out of carne asada and chicken?
2 of the meats.
He's like, yeah, we didn't prep enough. And I was like, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. 3 times I've been in this place. They've never had chips. And they're always missing an essential item. They're like, oh, yeah, no rice.
Will you go back for 4th time?
And of course I will.
Yeah. Chipotle's delicious.
But I said I was not, I didn't get irate, but I was like, really? You didn't prep enough? I was like, it's Chipotle. Shouldn't you just, maybe they get in trouble if they have leftovers. They're trying to like squeeze out profits, or maybe it's a franchise it's run poorly. But I was just like, give me a freaking break.
It's like literally the only ingredients. It's the opposite of last week in Chick-fil-A, where you're like, why can't Chick-fil-A run out of chicken?
I would wish they'd run out.
By the way, 100% of the people that have commented agree with you.
I think
Chick-fil-A is completely overrated.
Here we go. I think Chick-fil-A is one of those enigmas in society where everybody goes because they think everybody else likes it.
And that you think secretly most people...
I'm telling you. I think that every single person in the world thinks it sucks. I think that Colonel Chick-fil-A hates his own creation. Put it this way, maybe he doesn't hate the chicken.
Probably not even a
maybe
colonel.
He doesn't hate
maybe a sergeant.
Sergeant Chick-fil-A. Maybe he doesn't hate the chicken, but he definitely hates himself.
I like it.
You know why? Because he hates himself so much that he imposed that disgusting, literally foul garbage on society. It's horrible, dude.
That's probably why Chipotle's out of chicken.
Oh, I got one other fast food thing. We can go. I went to Carl's Jr. It's like, oh, I haven't had a Western bacon cheeseburger in a while. That sounds amazing. So you go there and they have their menu and it just says Western bacon cheeseburger $9.99.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I'll have a Western bacon cheeseburger meal $9.99. It's pretty great. And she's like, okay, cool. Is there anything else? I was like, no. It was a real person, by the way.
Oh yeah, which is nice.
And she's like, anything else? And I said, no, I'm good. She goes, okay, that'll be $16.40. And I was like, $16.40? It says $9.99. She goes, no, look below it. And like in like a 10 font on there, it says $14.99. And I was like, that's how much that they know what they're doing is completely screwed and wrong. Is they're freaking hiding their actual prices. This is my guess is Carl's Jr. does not exist in 5 years.
Oh, I go by there and no chance. I think Wendy's is probably on the way out too.
Yeah.
Nobody goes
But
there.
then
They
again,
just
if
don't
Arby's
go
can
there.
keep going, dude, I mean, anything's possible.
Well, what's the Arbyria, man? They have the meats.
You ever? I went to Arby's one time, dude. I got a barbecue, took a bite, threw that bitch in the trash, and went and got a Big Mac, dude. It was disgusting.
This is a real food episode here.
Well, I get obsessive about those things because fast food used to be great.
Also, one thing about Carl's Jr. is the fact that you could read the whole menu is impressive. Half the time, the menu looks like it's been shot out. Like it's just the
bulbs are
LCD
gone,
screen
dude.
is just burned out, and you're like, I'm gonna take a number 2 or 12. What is that?
I also like that every Carl's Jr. has this weird fake Mexican restaurant that they also make you
Green
the green
burrito.
burrito. You're like, oh yeah, I'll have a bean cheese burrito. Like, yeah, we don't got that.
Yeah, that's not us.
That's not us. Oh yeah, no, they're closed right now. It's
It's crazy.
It's brother to
Brother!